7 minutes past 8. Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Well, yes, Professor Abiola Awosika-Fapetu joins us now. She's the rector of Olawaye Awosika School of Innovative Studies. Thank you for coming on again today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, here we are again talking about what should we do about our education sector. Interestingly, the NESG will be focusing on this one. And you have many, maybe like also hope that they will not just end up in a talk shop. It's time to just talk about those actions that we need to take. What will some of them be for you?
Thank you so much. I actually have been opportune to work with the organizing committee of the summit.
All right.
And I know that the leadership have worked so hard to make sure that it is not just another summit that we come, excuse me, we go and nothing happens. It's structured in such a way that those who need to hear will hear, and those who need to work will work. There is an undergirding set of people who have made it their responsibility to protect the future of the Nigerian child. And they're part of the group that are working on this next summit. And some of the things we're going to be looking at are quality of our education.
Quality of quality of it.
Yes, quality of education. We're going to look at access. We're going to even look at the neuroscience, of how do children learn, and are we actually catering to how they learn? We will look at the quality of our teachers. We will look at the skill sets that we're giving our children. We'll look at funding. And all in all, we're trying to find what the Nigerian of the future, the educated Nigerian of the future, is supposed to look like, and how do they prepare themselves for the global environment which we've all found ourselves. How do we produce people, students or graduates who are competitive anywhere in the world?
You would maybe, sorry, Chamberlain, I would like you to expatiate more on quality.
Well, quality does not stand alone, and it does not just happen. It's something we have to work on. Quality education starts with who we're putting in front of the children.
That's the teacher.
Teachers. Yes. Okay. And all the 10 points that UNESCO would listed for a quality educator, I think we missed the mark on almost all of them. Putting teachers on a level where they are respected, giving them the resources that they need, giving them additional training when they're on the job, actually just making education or teaching lucrative or admirable. All of these are, and the teacher-student ratio, all of those things are not even, we've missed the mark on those things. So the teacher, then the curriculum, that's very critical. Who was teaching? What are they teaching? And are we still looking at a curriculum that's steeped in old ideas and tradition? This is the way we've always done it. Now, that is not to say that the way we've always done it is wrong. I was listening to Professor Osare earlier. The problem that we have is not that we don't have policies. It's how we execute them. And when you take a teacher and you put her in the classroom, she has 100 students. This is something that I know for a fact. I know a teacher who's in the classroom all day long, 100 students in each classroom, 6 sections of that class. Yes, So she has 600 students. There has to be continuous assessment. So she's constantly doing administrative work
Wow.
instead of doing knowledge work. One of the things we're going to look at the summit is shared responsibility. Why should that man or woman be in the classroom handling 600 students every day? And they also have cleaning responsibilities. They say it's your day to be like a supervisor. And so you have to come early and make sure that the compound is clean and the students are where they're supposed to be before you actually do your teaching job. I mean, that is wrong.
Prof,
Yes, sir.
the system, you talk about looking at the curriculum and those who are going to be teaching this curriculum. Now, there's a system that seemed to have fallen apart. Would that also be in focus? And how would it all come together?
Oh, absolutely. Governance is key. What do we, who is driving the change? Because we know change is necessary. Change is necessary in every area of our educational system. And so who are the people in charge? Who are the ones actually driving the change? Who owns it? There has to be people who are passionate about the change, who are ready to see that everything that we need done is done and is done right. And so those would be key. Who are the reformers that will set aside their own personal agenda, but to focus on how we get this Nigerian child the quality education that he or she deserves.
Now, when you talk about the change, who's driving the change, we asked a question earlier to Professor Sayara, and we talked about separating education from politics and politicking. How would that work out?
I don't know that we can separate it. Well, the political part, yes, but I don't know about the polity. It has to go side by side with all of us chipping in and managing this change. I made a statement to someone earlier this week that the education of our children is bigger than any political party. It's bigger than any religious sect because it's our future. And unfortunately, we all have reneged on our children. We have, in my mind, we are mortgaging their future. And so the people and the educational sector, and when I say the people, you, me, we all have a responsibility to make sure that things work. An example that I give all the time. It's not that the United States doesn't have problems with student-teacher ratio. They do. But what do they do to resolve it? They would reach out to somebody like me. Do you have an hour to spare? Can you come into the school? Take some of this administrative responsibilities off of this teacher so that they can do what we hired them to do, teach. So all of us are responsible for making sure that the Nigerian child gets the quality education that he or she deserves.